Despite its far-flung location and the heart of the world's biggest rainforest, World Cup tourists who visit Manaus in Brazil are far more likely to spend their time in bumper-to-bumper traffic than ever cross paths with a python. Still, the only way in or out of the city is by air or boat. And tourists, as well as the 8 teams scheduled to play here, including the U.S., do have their work cut out for them dealing with the heat and humidity that hovers around 80% year-round.
And actually what I heard about Manaus was like, it's really hot here, and that's right.
Despite the weather, Manaus is a unique city with a rich tradition. It began as a Portuguese fort in the late 17th century and had an economic boom in the late 1800s thanks to rubber plantations, which led to the building of a stately opera house, still in use today. A decades-long economic spiral was stopped in the 1960s when an immense industrial zone helped breathe new life into the city. Despite the city life, in the nearby jungle there is wildlife that you would expect, even giant insects. But don't expect to come face-to-face with them. It's not easy to find this sort of animal, said this researcher who specializes in rainforest bees. I've only bumped into these insects a few times. Nearby, indigenous peoples live in thatched roof villages carved out of the forest. And the riverbanks are lined with floating houses, restaurants, general stores, and bars. Here, water is a way of life. Bob McCall, Associated Press.